Hello, everyone. Sue.Oneschuk here, continuing the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles. And today we're on lesson 328. And today's lesson is, I choose the second place to gain the first. And it reads, what seems to be the second place is first. For all things we perceive are upside down until we listen to the voice for God. It seems that we will gain autonomy, but by our striving to be separate, and that our independence from the rest of God's creation is the way in which salvation is obtained. Yet all we find is sickness, suffering, and loss and death. This is not what our Father wills for us, nor is there any second to his will. To join with his is but to find our own. And since our will is his, it is to him that we must recognize, or we must go to recognize our will. I'm going to read that last line again. And since our will is his, it is to him that we must go to recognize our will. And the prayer is, Father, there is no will but yours. And I am glad that nothing I imagine contradicts what you would have me be. It is your will that I be wholly safe, eternally at peace, and happily I share that will which you, my Father, gave as part of me. I choose the second place to gain the first. It says there, and since our will is his, it is to him that we must go to recognize our will. God's will for us is perfect happiness, perfect joy, perfect peace, perfect abundance, and perfect love. Now, when I go within and be of truth to myself, that is my perfect will. Although the egoic mind that I have been programmed, conditioned to, is to believe that it takes great suffering and great pain to attain that. We live in this duality, and in this duality, we are in the dance constantly between the ego and God. The ego, because we believe that we are separate from God. That's the belief that we take on, or we've taken on. And along the way in that belief that we're separate, we see our brothers and sisters as well as separate from us. We are not acknowledging the oneness. And in the striving with the ego, when we're totally and completely and radically honest with ourselves, we are living in judgment. We are living in fear and insecurity, which is all based in fear. And this work is about us being open and honest with ourselves of how we are driving ourselves from fear, a sense of insecurity, a sense of I'm not good enough, judgment of ourselves and of others. And in all of that, what is occurring or has occurred is we have unconscious guilt. The course, as we do the work, honestly, and we're radically honest, and we're going within, we are going to uncover the unconscious guilt. This is what the work is about. We're going to when we're willing to look at, again, all that fear that is deep down within that is driving us, as opposed to living in trust and living in the belief of the oneness and the belief that we are one mind, the one mind of God, which is all based in love. And when we're in fear, we are not in the space of love, because as the Course says, fear and love cannot coexist. So again, where are we sugarcoating and not dealing with the ego thought system that really, in reality, we're living in most of the time unconsciously? So as we continue to do this work and do this course, we are waking up to those unconscious beliefs that we've buried. Some of them are conscious. What we're doing is waking up to them so we can make them, I shouldn't say make them, so we can be aware of them at a conscious level. And when I am conscious of my fears, when I'm conscious of my judgments, when I'm conscious of blame, when I'm conscious of being in victimhood, when I'm conscious of my suffering, when I'm conscious that I'm out of my peace, I then have the opportunity. We've been given the gift of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is within us. It is our right mind. It is our the one mind of God. We release the ego thought system, which means let it go. There's nothing more to do, because when that is cleared out of our space, what is available to us now is the love, is the one mind of God, is the oneness. When we are open to witness and see only the love in our brothers and sisters, when we are coming from Christ's vision and seeing that love, then we will be aware of our own love, our own Christ within ourselves. But as long as we're not witnessing that in our brothers and sisters, we are not acknowledging it within ourselves, because it's all about, it's the mirror reflection. We, again, I'm bringing this in and that again, when you think of the old projectors, the movie projectors, we are the projector, and on the projector is a reel of film, and that film gets projected onto a screen. So using that again, the projector is us, and the movie on the reel is what's in our minds, and that's what we're projecting on the screen, what we project out in the world. We want to know what we're thinking, then look outside of ourselves. That's where we can have the opportunity to really do this work. The world is not coming at us, it's coming from us. The world is not being done to us, it's being done by us. So that's what I heard to share today. And I want to thank someone who commented. I'm sorry, I don't know your name. Only knew an email, but asking a question about the unconscious guilt. So you could read the comments a few lessons back, and basically that's what I was inferring in that comment. So again, I choose the second place to gain the first. Choose love. Truly, from your heart. And again, we've been given the gift of the Holy Spirit. So put the Holy Spirit in charge today and ask, what would you have me do? Well, where would you have me go? And what would you have me say and to who? All right. That is lesson 328. And I look forward to being with you in the next video for lesson 329. In the meantime, as always, I have to keep repeating this because this is how this works, to be able to grow this community here of a Course in Miracles. Teachers and students, that's who we all are individually. We're a teacher and a student. And it's important to, the algorithms are affected by all the likes, by pushing that like button, making a comment. And as I said, just put an emoji in the comment, put a heart there or something that's appropriate. And again, I appreciate the comments. And also, please, if you haven't subscribed, your subscribing also helps to build this community, and it is building. So, and also I appreciate and thank everyone for your donations, and any donations forthcoming, I thank you in advance. Go below this video here on YouTube where it says description and more, click there, and there's directions there as to how to proceed to donate. All right. I'm intending to continue this work on into 2024, and I also would appreciate your comments, your feedback as to what or how I may serve as we complete the 365 lessons together here in 2023. All right, I'll leave it at that. Until the next lesson, 329, from my heart to yours, I extend much love to you. Have a love-filled day. Bye for now.